Hey guys, in this video, we'll go over what the real value of the Rabbit Pouch of Fortune is, along with the different rates and items you can get in this pouch. This video will go in depth on what you can expect as a player if you buy and open this pouch. Whether or not this pouch is worth it will always be up to the player. The Rabbit Pouch of Fortune is pretty cool as it's basically a continuous coin flip step-up box. What this means is that starting from a basic Pouch of Fortune, you have a 50% chance of getting 150 crons or a Rabbit Pouch of Good Fortune that itself has a 50% chance of getting a Rabbit Selection Box or a 50% chance of getting the Rabbit Pouch of Great Fortune. This goes on until the last Rabbit Pouch of Marvelous Fortune, where you have a 50% chance of getting 2 basic Rabbit Pouches of Fortune, or the Rabbit Pouch of Astonishing Fortune, which contains a premium and classic outfit box. This makes it so the rates of getting each item in the box starts from 50%, goes to 25%, then 12.5%, and finally 6.25%. You can double check these rates by looking at the official Black Desert Online website, where they have each individual items and rates released. Now, to find the overall value of the box, we simply get the rates of obtaining each item we mentioned earlier and multiply that by the value of each item to get the contribution each chance of obtaining an item gives to the overall value of the pouch. We then sum up all these contributions to get the total value of the pouch. Since the rates is simply just a coin flip for each item, all we need now is the value of each item. Most of these items, we simply take the value of the item on the Pearl store, like the Astonishing Pouch of Fortune is simply the value of a premium outfit box and a classic outfit box combined. The crons are simply worth 3.424 pearls each, as that is the pearl to cron ratio of melting premium outfit boxes. 150 crons is worth 513 pearls. Next up, the Rabbit Selection Box is worth 1,350 pearls, since that is the value of a premium pet plus the Thea's Orbs, which is one of the most desirable items that you can choose. Finally, the only debatable one is the New Year's Selection Box, where you can choose 9 Mount Skill Change coupons, 400 Cron Stones, 70 Advice of Valks, or 60 Artisan's Memories. If you choose the Mount Skill Change coupons, then this box would be worth around 2,045 pearls. However, if you have no use for the Mount Skill Change coupons, and instead choose the crons, then this box will only be worth 1,369 pearls. The other items are going to be worth a little bit less than the crons. Because of this box will be worth slightly more if you are able to utilize the Mount Skill Change coupons efficiently, but for this box calculations, we will mostly use the 1,369 number, as most players would always be able to use crons. We will talk more about both valuations, but just know that if you can use Mount Skill Change coupons, then this box will be worth slightly more to you. After all that valuation, we simply multiply the rates by the values to get the contribution and sum it all together. In total, this box is worth 1,259 pearls. Since items on the Pearl store are often put on sale, to find the relatable number, we need to get the discount equivalence, or what discount on average you are getting if you buy and open this box. Since the base price of the box is 800 pearls, and you are getting 1,259 pearl value on average, you're basically buying an RNG bundle with a 36% discount equivalence. What this means is that on average, you are basically buying each item on the Pearl store at a 36% discount. If you use the Mount Skill Change coupon value we discussed earlier, you would have a discount equivalence of 40%. Both of these are okay, but really not that amazing. Most event sales have at least a 50% discount, and you get to choose which item you want rather than have it left up to RNG. However, of course these bundles themselves can go on sale, so if they are discounted to a greater extent, then they can be worth even more. At full price, this bundle is only really going to be for players who really like RNG boxes and just want to get random items. So far, we have calculated the real value of the box, also known as the average value, which is 1,259 pearls. However, this is simply the overall average and may not reflect what a player can get if they only open one of these bundles. Because of this, we got each item from this bundle and put it into 3 categories. Items that are worth less than the box cost, items that are between the box cost and the average value we calculated, and finally items that are greater than the average value. What this means is that if you get an item in the first category, you will lose pearls compared to someone who buys the same items at full price. In total, we can see that if you open this bundle, you have a 50% chance of getting items less than the box cost, and a 50% chance of getting items with greater value. This is not surprising since the bundle itself is a coin flip, and if you fail the first coin flip and get 150 crons, you will immediately lose 300 pearls. However, if you win the coin flip, every other item is worth more than the average value. To be fair, a 50% chance of losing pearls isn't the worst in RNG boxes that we have seen, but it's not too great either. It really is just a super coin flip bundle. If you really like the idea of a coin flip, then it can be worth, though keep in mind the average discount equivalence we calculated earlier is only 36%. That means that if you open multiple of these boxes, you'll go towards 36% no matter what, which can be okay if you get items that you really want. Next up, we have some additional calculations, which is the value of each intermediate bundle. The reason we did these calculations is that sometimes for special deals or promotions, PA can sell the pouch of good, great, marvelous, or astonishing on the Pro Store by themselves, so it's important to know the value of these intermediate bundles if you're gonna buy them in the future. The calculation is pretty simple, as we used the same method earlier to get the values, just with less items. For example, the pouch of Marvelous Fortune is worth 3,950 pearls, as it has a 50% chance to give you the Astonishing Fortune pouch, which is worth 6,300 pearls, or the basic pouch of Fortunes, which is worth 1,600 pearls for 2. We use the same method to get the Rabbit pouch of Great Fortune, which is worth 2,650 pearls, and the Rabbit pouch of Good Fortune, which is worth 1,581 pearls. Finally, for the additional calculations, we have the percent contribution, which is the percent each item contribution gives to the overall value of this box. What this means is that a higher percent contribution means that most of the value we calculated the bundle to be is derived from that item. As we can see, the highest percent contribution is the pouch of Astonishing Fortune. This is because the price of the item is so high that even though there's a low chance of getting that item, it brings up the total value of the bundle by quite a lot. What this means though is that if you aren't a part of the 6.25% of people who get the top item, the 31% contribution that the Astonishing Fortune pouch gives will be meaningless to you. We can also see that even though you lose 300 pearls, if you look at the cron stones, it makes up 20% of the overall value, since 50% of players will get the 150 crons. In the end, what this really tells you is that if an item you don't want has a high percent contribution, then this box may not be worth it to you. This also tells you that if a super rare item has a high contribution, then the overall value may be slightly inflated due to the high value item giving so much contribution. Of course, if you're a part of the lucky ones that do get this item, then you'll get a lot more money, but if you never get this item, then the average value will be a lot lower. However, that's basically it for this video. The Rabbit Pouch of Fortune's value is 1,259 pearls if you don't use the Mount Skill Change coupons, and 1,344 if you do. For most people, the discount equivalent is going to be 36 to 40%, which is okay for an RNG box, but honestly not that amazing considering event sales are around 50% minimum. RNG boxes mostly shine if they themselves are on sale, as the discount equivalents will go up multiplicatively, giving a lot more value. However, with that being said, always be sure to spend wisely and only get items that you actually want. I hope you all learned something from this video, and I hope to see you all next time.